Andy. You must be pleased with the progress the side have made during the competition.
Yeah, well, we started with a good win against Wesley without breaking too much of a sweat. We had a difficult first half against them, and then we had a very, very difficult first half against Turnier, and they looked like they were in a position to win that game. And we didn't really have any ball during the whole game, so we were lucky to come out of it. But in fairness to the lads, they defended really well, and I think our number 10 in particular, Luke McGrath, has just had a fantastic tournament so far, so hopefully he'll step up to the mark today and continue with his form. So.
What about the pack?
The pack's been going pretty well. A very good scrum. Our line-out's been a bit dodgy, but we've been working on it quite hard. Our captain is the lock, Matthew Hanrahan, and he's the line-out leader as well, so we're hoping of a big improvement in the line-out today.
Thanks very much, Andy. Good luck to you. And Howard, what about Gonzaga? It's a hard call for them, really, isn't it?
It is indeed, yes. Well, we've had some really good matches so far against CBC and St Gerard's, and if either of those matches could have gone either way, so we're delighted to be in this position to have a good crack at Michaels today.
Well, having shown that you can attack, certainly in those two hard matches, you've shown a very strong defence as well.
Oh, very much so. Defence has been very much part of our plan all year, and we've really worked very hard at that. And I think that with the defence we have today, we'll certainly give a good showing of ourselves.
And a few of the players we might have a look at?
Oh, I think it's unfair to mention anybody in particular. I think we have 1 to 15. We've got a great team, great panel, and I think each one of them has got great talents.
Thanks very much, Howard. Good luck.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thanks, Fred. Well, as kick-off time approaches and the stands start to fill up, I'm joined by a representative from both schools, Colm Keegan from Gonzaga and Mikey Andreasen from St Michael's. Michael, first to you, what do you say Michael's have today, do you think, that Gonzaga don't?
Well, we've got physical dominance and fitness, and these are probably the biggest players you will ever see playing junior cup rugby in your life.
And who are the players to watch? Who are the ones we're going to watch today?
Well, Luke McGrath is an amazing kicker, backline coordinator, and he runs like he's mad at the grass. And then there's Matty Hanrahan, who's the captain, amazing player, great mind for rugby. And then there's Tom Grealis, who's the pack leader, and he's very good.
Thanks very much indeed. Colin, same question to you. What do Gonzaga have that St Michael's don't?
Well, I think it's very difficult to find one area in which we excel in, or better than Michael's in, but I think this individual team has great determination and have proven that in the past. They lost to CBC in the semi-final of the league, got knocked out in that, and then they beat them in the first round of the cup to knock CBC out. So they have shown great determination. We're just hoping that they can do that again today.
Where are the points going to come from for you today?
Hopefully it'll come from a lot of areas of the pitch. They're led by a great captain, Stephen Murphy, and the scrum half, Andrew McAvoy, is a great player as well, who's brothers of Dan and Will McAvoy, who are great players in the seniors. So we're just hoping that the team can play to their usual capabilities, and I have no doubt that they can knock Michaels out of the cup if they play to the capabilities.
Okay, well, the very best of luck. Well, that is the word from inside the camp. Now let's take a look at how the teams are going to line out with your commentator for today, Fred Cogley.
Well, Gonzaga have shown commendable tenacity in overcoming CBC Monkstown and St Gerard's, and under the captaincy of their astute out-half, Stephen Murphy, they have a well-balanced side. Players like Richard Lenihan, Donald Brannigan and Barry Daly have plenty of pace, and up front, Killian McDowell, Hugo Mays and Andrew Clark will not be found wanting when push becomes shove. St Michael's came through to the semi-final very impressively with wins over Wesley and Terranure. And they have a reliable half-back partnership in Ben Butler and Luke McGrath, while Rory Kavanagh and Paddy Cleary are speedy wingers. The number 5, Matty Hanrahan, captains the side, and with the likes of Tim O'Donnell, Ross O'Neill and the number 8, Christian Daly in the pack, they present a formidable challenge. Quite a sizable crowd then at Donnybrook for this match between St Michael's and Gonzaga. And the referee today for this game, John Carville. And so to the kick-off of this Powerade Leinster Schools Junior Cup semi-final between Gonzaga and St Michael's, brought to you by Setanta Sport in association with the Sunday Tribune. And it's St Michael's in possession inside their own 22, and Tim O'Donnell driving it out, taking on the Gonzaga defenders. Patient rucking by St Michael's. Conditions perfect to Donnybrook as St Michael's try to pick and drive their way out from their own 22. Eventually it's their fly half, Luke McGrath, just came off the side of his boot, throw then at the line out on the 22 to Gonzaga.
Blue are on the line. Numbers 5.
So the Gonzaga throw. Taken well at the back of the line out and a good drive through.
Look.
Waiting is Andrew McAvoy. This is the fly half. Murphy beautifully sped on. Good defence by St. Michael's. There wasn't really room there for Stephen Murphy.
Look.
They did retain possession. Well taken on by Andy O'Reilly, but he's been forced back. Now he'll have to release. There for McAvoy. This is Murphy, the dummy, and taken on well.
Let it go,
to the 10-metre line. Good recycling by Gonzaga. And Stephen Murphy's kick into the 22. Testing one this for Mark Corbelis. Could have bounced dangerously for him, but he shepherded across the touchline. And the St. Michael's supporters anxious that the team will clear their lines here.
Center. Step out, Blue. 2 in. Whose number?
Target at the line out here.
Hold it. Are
James
you in the line out?
Callagher.
Are you a receiver?
Number 4.
2 in. Thank you. Make sure you're a clear receiver, please.
Line out well taken at the back there by Ross O'Neill.
Rook.
Very important line out that. And this time Luke McGrath gets better angle on it. Nervous time for all fly halves, but Luke McGrath did well there.
Time off, guys. Center. Numbers.
The line out just inside the St. Michael's half.
5. Okay.
Making sure that all was well. Nicely taken at the line by Hugo Mays. McAvoy to Murphy. Across the line. This is Daly. The ball is made available for the right wing, but Robert Cook just got a hand to it. Bit as it was a good break by the Gonzaga players, but that was knocked on just as he stretched for it.
Bring it close to me, Green. Listen to me. Crouch, touch, pause, engage. Don't push him.
Ben Butler
Ball is out.
feeding the scrum, but under pressure just couldn't get the ball away cleanly. It's a better pick and drive, led by James Callagher up to the halfway. Butler again. McGrath's high kick.
Stay.
The wind taking it away. Gonzaga did well to retain possession there. It was an awkward bounce. And they have more space on the left wing. Finton Marr up to the 10-metre line. Now McAvoy leaves it on to Murphy. There's not a lot of room there.
Stay, 15!
Coming on to it is Mark Corbelis. And the wind carries it into the 22. Very good following up by Corbelis for St. Michael's.
Time was foot.
McAvoy calmly sent downfield, but not finding touch. The ground very hard, very difficult. And now we have Rory Kavanagh. Good run by Kavanagh, well taken from behind.
Rock, no
that was
hands.
a good tackle by Barry Daly. And into space. The kick is good, the bounce is perfect, and that will be a good position for St. Michael's. Well, plenty of support for Gonzaga. getting to the semi-final with victories over Monkstown, CBC Monkstown and St. Gerard's. But this is an important line out for Gonzaga. 10 metres from their own line, well won at the line out.
Green 4, release.
Gallagher again. At least it was Cahill O'Leary who won that line out. They have another throw.
5 is the centre. 5 is centre, step back.
Hugo Mays just going up to the thrower to have words with him. 5 metre line out. Danger here for Gonzaga. The ball knocked back on the St. Michael side, but Gonzaga managed to get in among them, and the penalty is against
number 4.
St. Michael's, and number 4 coming in at the wrong side, James Gallagher. Well, they were there, then in from the side. The referee had no hesitation and gave Gonzaga the penalty.
Numbers 5. Who's receiver? Back 10. Ball wasn't straight.
Ball not straight at the line out. Gonzaga rather overcomplicating the preliminaries before the throw. And I know their coach, Howard Welch, standing there looking anxiously at his young team.
Crouch, touch, pause,
but
engage.
It's Ben Butler putting in.
Scrum has gone down, same scrum. Keep your hands up, keep your bind up, and you keep going straight, bind up, okay? Crouch, touch, pause, engage.
Butler to feed, awkwardly out, taken on nicely. That's Rory Kavanagh.
7 green, roll away, 7 green away.
Going to ground, but now they want to move it and move it quickly.
Rook.
Jamie Heaton, the wing forward.
5, roll away.
Setting up the maul, and St. Michael's recycle it well. McGrath looking for space, but the mark called for by Lenihan running onto it well. Richard Lenihan read the kick. Finds touch. The wind slightly favouring St. Michael's, I guess, in the first half. Difficult wind, it's more blowing across pitch, but it's St. Michael's with the throw.
Don't join unless he does, yeah? Knock on off blue hand. Off a blue hand.
So Gonzaga have the put in. Of course, in junior schools rugby, there's no lifting at the line out.
Crouch.
It's like old times.
Touch, pause, engage.
Andrew
Stay on
McAvoy
back
with the feed, had a little look. And
12,
a very high
12,
kick from Stephen Murphy. And beautifully taken at halfway almost by Ross O'Neill.
Rock, hands away, greens.
Butler feeding it out, but the
Rock, hands away,
Gonzaga
green.
side well organised.
Rock.
McGrath
Okay,
just
okay.
thinking
Now
of a
release
break.
the green.
Taken on nicely. This is by Christian Daly. Good tackle.
Okay.
Now it's popped up for Kavanagh, right winger in the thick of it.
Rock, no hands, green.
Has to be played by the boot. And McGrath's kick coming down to Lenihan. Lenihan returns it with interest difficult swirling ball, beautifully caught by Butler. Ball again swirling in the wind. And the hooker there, Killian McDowell, did well, but it's a penalty for not releasing the ball, and it's a penalty to St. Michael's.
Holding.
And with the wind as blowing as it is, they're not going to attempt to shot at goal. Ben Butler will try for a line out inside the 22, and he's found a good touch. Very useful performer as the scrum half, forming with Luke McGrath. Very reliable partnership at halfback.
Memory numbers. 2. Who's the singer?
The ball knocked forward, and there's advantage to Gonzaga, or to St. Michael's. The advantage is to Gonzaga.
Whistle goes. Scrum down, knock forward off blue, green ball.
Referee says it all.
Bring it closer, please. Crouch, touch, pause, engage.
So McAvoy to feed.
Stay on 9.
Murphy under pressure, but got away his kick well and finds a good touch. Yeah, foot was in touch. It was a difficult one for Paddy Cleary to catch, but he did well. But the ball was out of play, and so it's a throw for St. Michael's.
Hold it. Number 9, Akio.
Johnny O'Driscoll with the throw. Again, ball not taken cleanly at the line out by St. Michael's. Advantage goes to Gonzaga, but the referee saying that it was coming back untidily. No advantage to them, so they get to put in following the knock on at the line out. Number 4 there for Gonzaga, Cathal O'Leary.
You want attention, or are you okay to continue? We're okay to good to go. We're good to go. Wait for my call. Crouch, touch, pause. No, up please. Blue 1. Wait for my call, okay? Crouch.
Tim O'Donnell getting a reminder there.
Pause, engage.
McAvoy feeding. Ball out. Inside their 22. Once the ball was fielded, it was okay, and the bounce, very good. And certainly Rory Kavanagh, waiting for that bounce, was wise to wait, because on the surface a bouncing ball like this one can go anywhere, and the last thing he wanted to do is to concede a scrum. As it is, St. Michael's have the throw.
That's a more, guys.
That's a better line out from St. Michael's. Number 7 there, lurking and waiting, is Jamie Heedon. Big, strong lads, setting it up once more, up to the Gonzaga 10-metre line. Brought on by Tim O'Donnell. The gap was there, but not for long. Again, St. Michael's recycling it well. O'Donnell comes out to take it at his weight.
Three away.
O'Donnell, number 1 for St. Michael's. Awkwardly out. But again, Luke McGrath's kick comes straight to fullback Lenihan. And they could be in trouble. They were hunted down well by St. Michael's.
Away.
They've got to clear this one to touch. And from his own in-goal area, the fly half Stephen Murphy, captain of the Gonzaga team, did well.
Get your midfield back to the next half, step back on defence. Numbers called.
Gonzaga squad wait on the designated area beside the pitch.
Hold it. Guys, if you're not receiving, you must go back to 10.
Some words for the coach
How many
Howard
numbers?
Welsh.
You change your numbers are the same. Okay. Stay away.
Good piece of anticipation by Gonzaga, but this is a nice little break by Moss O'Neill,
Stay away.
setting it
Open
up,
play.
but it's stolen and away comes
Release it, Green.
David Moriarty.
3 roll away.
In
Release
possession, Irla O'Murlaha. And now for St. Michael's, Johnny O'Driscoll drives forward. Topped up, and again the heavyweights are used to
Rock.
set up the maul, create the space, and this is Tim O'Donnell.
That's okay. Play away.
Ball seemed to go
Ball
forward. The
release it.
referee lets it go.
Hindmost foot, Green.
Recycled well. St. Michael's in control, and this time it's
Not
Tom
held.
Grealish. Tom Grealish and number
Release
3
it.
there in support. They're just 5 metres out. They're going for the line. They're
Rock.
almost there, and a big chance here for the forwards.
Hindmost foot, please. Go back 1. Go back 1, 13.
Driving on, but
Rock,
well
hands
held
away.
up. Good defending by Gonzaga. But the pick and drive carries them to the line. They're not there yet. They can't get it down. The referee in a good position.
4, get out.
But what a good fight back by Gonzaga, and they've turned it over. And fly half and captain Stephen Murphy. The kicks downfield, knocked on. Paddy Cleary will. What a good effort there by Gonzaga. St. Michael's threw everything at them up front, but eventually Gonzaga got a little head of steam up, got the turnover, and Murphy cleared the line.
Touch. Pause. Engage.
McAvoy with the feed. Looks for Murphy again. The wind blowing across field keeps the ball in play. An awkward bounce for Corbelis. Being chased down now by Robert Cook.
Keep going back. Don't follow it. Don't follow it.
Again well held by Gonzaga. The pass inside from Murphy. The scrum half looks for space downfield. Nice kick by Andrew McAvoy.
Full line out.
And I know they thought that St. Michael's were about to score just a moment or so ago, but if they're disappointed, they're certainly not showing it. Michael's throw inside their 22. Johnny O'Driscoll's throw.
6 away. 6 away. Stay.
And turned over, and a good win by Gonzaga. Murphy
Advantage is
lashes
over.
it out and comes into the line as Brannigan.
And 10, release them. Roll away, 7. Hindmost foot, back 1.
Murphy takes it on. Good drive. This is going to be a try. Super try. Super try by Gonzaga. Their first time up to the opposition 22 really, and Andy O'Reilly is the one who gets over for the try.
9.
Nice little movement on the short side. The fly half found the number 8, Andy O'Reilly, on his shoulder. And starting off, accelerating from a standing start. Andy O'Reilly did so well to get over for that try. Well, what a bonus for Gonzaga, having been on the defensive and really looking as if they were going to concede a try just moments earlier. Good clearance, and then they win a line out, and now they have a chance for Stephen Murphy to add the goal point into the strong wind, but right across the face of the post. Not an easy kick. It remains 5 points to 0. He really had to belt it because he was into the wind. So 1 try to 0, Gonzaga in front.
Anna behind the line with the ball, yeah? Thanks.
Restart from Luke McGrath.
Stay till you put on.
Wynn carrying it down, nicely caught and taken by Corvallis. He taps it on, and good work by St. Michael's, retaining possession.
Rock, hands away, Green. Don't put your hands in it, Green. Don't put your hands in it. That's okay. Still a rock.
St. Michael's reorganise and regroup. The forwards are ready to pick and drive.
Rock. Hindmost foot. 6 behind the hindmost foot.
And all the St. Michael's backs
Rock, hands
now,
away,
bar
Green.
one, ranged on the left-hand side. Ball knocked forward. Christian Daly, both players going for it and getting in one another's way.
The lace is open. You want to try? We'll let him try his lace here.
Never really got to Christian Daly. Now Tim O'Connell just organising his laces. And just 6 minutes
Here we go.
of normal time remain in this first half, and Gonzaga, perhaps the underdogs against St. Michael's, leading by a try to nil.
Pause, engage.
McAvoy's feed, the number 8 takes. Scrum half did well to hold it.
Rock, hands away, Blues.
Taken away by Kevin Hargaden,
Rock. That's okay.
and driving
That's a
through.
rock.
Gonzaga did well to retain possession. And now it's their turn to pick and drive, and Murtala was the one. Well, although he didn't get much on it, Stephen Murphy's kick comes to Cleary.
Rock, Green, hands away.
Yeah. And a penalty against Green, and the Green are Gonzaga,
15.
playing the ball or not releasing the ball on the ground.
15 blue.
And there'll be a word for the fullback, Mark Corvallis.
If he doesn't release it, I'll penalise him. Okay, don't take it into your hands to get the ball back. Okay, I'll look after it. Back here. Here we go, guys. Hands in.
So easy for the younger players to, in their enthusiasm, to
Number 8.
steal the ball, as it were, for a quick
When it's your ball,
penalty.
you're taking up your position in front of the man. You're
But
accidentally
once the
offside.
penalty has been awarded,
Okay, don't stand in the way.
they really shouldn't get
2.
involved. Anyway, it's
2.
Johnny O'Driscoll with the throw for St. Michael's. The ball knocked untidily down, but eventually coming to Grealish. Up to
Away,
the
tackle, no
22.
hands, Green. Green.
Butler waits, but it's stolen and taken away beautifully by Cahill
Release it.
O'Leary
Stay
for
high,
Gonzaga.
stay high, Green.
Could be dangerous here, and taken on well by Lenihan. Lenihan grounded, but
Advantage.
the advantages to St. Michael's. No
First
advantage
defence.
coming.
Knock forward off a green hand. No advantage to blue.
Well, Stephen Murphy nearly got away with it, but good support from Lenihan made sure it came out, and up there too was Robert Cook.
You go deep. Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage.
Butler to put in.
Stay on 9 green. 9 green. The ball is the offside line.
Nicely controlled heel, but there's a penalty against
Offside.
Gonzaga. Quickly taken. Good work by the number 6, O'Neill.
Stay. Wait.
Another 3 minutes in the first half at least. And again it's O'Neill who's sought by the fly half McGrath. St. Michael's
No hands.
trying to retain possession, but it looks as if it's been turned
That's okay.
over.
Don't touch him, guys.
That's very good work by the Gonzaga pack. They really have been outstanding under pressure. And the clearance to touch by the fly half, Stephen Murphy. And on this side of the field, kicking into the wind, it's never guaranteed that the ball is going to make the touchline.
And release
The
4.
run on to the line out throw works this time for St. Michael's. And they have men over. Good effort this by Devon.
Advantage.
The advantages to St. Michael's. And Gonzaga have to regroup quickly. They want it quickly, and this is McGrath up towards the 5-metre line from touch. No advantage coming to St. Michael's, but they get the penalty way back. And Luke McGrath, who very nearly found the gap down the short side, will have a shot at goal to reduce arrears.
When the tackle is made, you must come back around to the gate. Yeah?
Well, it was a very nice run by the fly half through the defence, taken on well by Carl Devon into the 22, and when it came back again from this, the fly half, McGrath, took it on the short side, looked as if he might get round the defenders, but was running out of space. But his consolation is a shot at goal from the penalty. Very strong wind making it difficult, but with a little bit of support. I hope he takes his bottom hand away. The young lad on the ground, that's not a place to hold your hand. Looked worse than it was, but the wind carries it wide. That wind is a very, very difficult one. And into additional time in this first half. Gonzaga holding on to that precious lead of 5 points to 0. Restart. Well, Rory Kavanagh couldn't really hold it up, and what a long kick. And that was a 22 dropout, finding touch about 5 metres out from the St. Michael's goal line. Huge kick by Stephen Murphy. Taking full advantage of the wind, and now Johnny O'Driscoll throws, and Gonzaga are getting up to the line, intercepting the throw. It's their chance now to put on the pressure, and in possession is the number 3, Umwerla. They've retained possession. McAvoy, Murphy, Daly comes back, well held. The ball is on the ground, and it's a penalty against Gonzaga. And the penalty is against Andrew McAvoy, seen to have held the ball on the ground. The referee very quick to spot it in a very good position. And now the referee decides that we've run out of time in the first half, and St. Michael's, for all their pressure, find themselves trailing Gonzaga, the underdogs, at half-time. The score at the break, Gonzaga 5, St. Michael's 0.
Schoolboys Rugby, brought to you by the Sunday Tribune.
Football this March on Setanta Sports. Liverpool, Chelsea, Manchester United and Arsenal in the Premier League. It's unstoppable at the moment. The knockout stages of the UEFA Cup and Champions League continue. Oh, splendid goal! All the big games from Scotland, including the Old Firm Derby. Unbelievable! Plus the Setanta Sports Cup. What a finish! Football this March on Setanta Sports.
Culture belongs to people. The music, the dance, the heritage, and the language. They belong to us all, for all of us to share. Join in and enjoy our Ulster Scots heritage. Dinny howl back.
Weight loss that lasts with Weight Watchers for men and women. Small changes make a big difference. Start today with Weight Watchers for men and women.
Sunway, the Italian specialists. Travel with Sunway to Sorrento, Lake Garda, Sicily or Sardinia, where you'll encounter the most beautiful coastlines in the world, with hidden coves and romantic beaches. The ideal destination for weddings and honeymoons. Charming towns steeped in history and culture that must be seen to be believed. Sunway, a 100% Irish-owned tour operator, and with over 70 destinations worldwide, we've got the world covered. Log on to sunway.ie.
For great nights out all year round, there's nothing to match a night at the Dogs. For corporate nights out, fundraisers, family occasions, or a night with your friends, come along to our state-of-the-art stadia. There's one near you. Have a great meal, have a drink, maybe a flutter with the tote, but importantly, have a bit of fun. Greyhound racing, the pace, the thrills, the experience.
Great sports people make great sports writers. Neil Francis, Liam Hayes, Liam Brady. Get closer to the action this and every Sunday only with the Sunday Tribune.
When it comes to all things Land Rover, Stewart's Garages is the name you can trust. For over 50 years, we've specialised in matching customers with a 4x4 that's right for them. With a range of outstanding stylish all-terrain vehicles, including the Freelander, Discovery 3, Range Rover and Range Rover Sport, you'll find the 4x4 you're looking for at Stewart's Garages. So visit Stewart's Garages today or call us on 01 462 4100. Nobody knows more about your 4x4.
Are you paying too much on your loan repayments? Have you reviewed your mortgage rate recently? Do you need to release equity for investment purposes or debt consolidation? Or to simply enjoy a more competitive rate with savings of up to 1% available on your mortgage? Convert to Leaden Finance and we will tackle your mortgage rate today. Leaden Finance, proud supporters of Irish rugby.
Find your future. Visit Force Opportunities 2008, 29th of February to the 3rd of March at Croke Park. Get there. Go anywhere.
The Setanta Sports Cup is back. Watch the top teams from the Aircom League of Ireland compete with the best from the Irish League for the title of Football Champions of Ireland.
What a finish! Oh, stunner!
The Setanta Sports Cup begins Tuesday night from 7:30 as champions Drogheda United take on Cliftonville. Exclusively live on Setanta Ireland.
Schoolboys Rugby, brought to you by the Sunday Tribune.
And so to the start of the second half of this Powerade Leinster Schools Junior Cup semi-final. Gonzaga against St. Michael's, brought to you by Setanta Sports in association with the Sunday Tribune. And it's Gonzaga in possession from the kick-off, leading by 5 points to 0. Their fly half, Stephen Murphy, finds touch. a very strong wind blowing pretty well across field, but if anything, slightly favouring St. Michael's in the second half.
Numbers 2. Back 10, guys, back 10.
The touch judge's flag says it all.
Stay away. Went back initially, it's okay.
Referee saying that the ball went back
hands away, 8.
from the first touch. And that's good counter-rucking by Gonzaga, but they haven't managed to get position or possession. Ben Butler waits and the forwards take it on up towards the Gonzaga 22. Luke McGrath trying, but the ball going forward.
Pass forward, guys.
And Gonzaga very pleased with their first half performance. They were subjected to a lot of pressure. They stood up well and came away with the only try of that first half, scored very, very effectively by the number 8 Andy O'Reilly.
Crouch.
Anxious parents packed the stand at Donnybrook as Gonzaga get the put in, but it's been turned over. A very good strike against the head for St. Michael's. This could be dangerous. Taking it on by Christian Daly.
Rock, hands away.
Now it's back to Butler. Into the 22 goes St. Michael's.
Hands away, Green.
Big
Hands
chance
away,
here.
Green.
Butler wants it. McGrath takes it on.
One, roll away.
Dummy reverse pass, and out it comes to McGrath once more. This time the fullback is in the line. Corbelis, good tackle by Gonzaga, but the big chance here for the winger Kavanagh.
11 away. 11 away.
The St. Michael's supporters in full voice as Michael's attack and tried to drive.
Hands away, Green. 2.
The pick and drive is on. Whistle goes.
12 offside.
And it'll be a penalty for St. Michael's in midfield, almost in front of the posts.
12 Green, you're offside.
Barry Daly seemed to have got himself offside in the middle of the field, and McGrath will have a chance to open the account for St. Michael's.
12 Green, you're offside. 12.
Well, he's been told several times. I'm sure he doesn't want to know. Number 12 was way ahead of the line across, or through the back foot of the players in the maul. And the new laws, or experimental laws, which will be introduced next season, will see that he has to be actually further back, 5 meters back from each scrum. McGrath's kick goes over, and St. Michael's reduce the gap. The wind very strong, but he hit it very firmly, so firmly in fact that it's gone right onto the roof of the surrounding pavilions. Five points to 3. Luke McGrath narrows the gap. And this time the kick-off goes too far, and that will mean that St. Michael's have the option of giving the kick again or taking a scrum, and they've opted for the scrum back on halfway. Well, we saw Stephen Murphy in the latter stages of the first half having a restart from his 22, which found touch just 5 meters out from the opposing goal line. Butler's feed.
9 onside, 9 the ball, behind the ball, 9 Green.
Awkwardly out, but well taken on and popped up very well for Kavanagh. St. Michael's again, pick and
away
drive.
One.
The ball is available for McGrath. McGrath to Kavanagh again. Kavanagh not held in the tackle, carries it on up to the 22, still going. Butler calls in the troops.
Rook! Hindmost foot, Greens.
They're into the
One green,
22.
back.
7 and 8er, Jamie Hayden and Christian Daly for St. Michael's. Now it's Ben Butler waiting, looks outside to see where McGrath is. There he is. The dummy is inside, and again it's Kavanagh. This is Kavanagh, almost through. Good running by the winger. Butler feeds it out. This time it's Jack
Green
Redmond.
away, Green away!
Another penalty against Gonzaga. Quickly taken by the scrum half. Butler. Gonzaga weren't back 10 metres. And now St. Michael's
away,
are almost at the line.
Green 8, away! On the line, guys. I'll be on your way.
Lining up. Waiting for the drive. And it's Kavanagh who gets over. Rory Kavanagh picks and dives. When it came back, the big number 14 decided over the top he went and gets the touchdown. Well, that was about the only place there was a gap. Gonzaga had done so well, but it was a well taken try, well spotted by the big right winger, Rory Kavanagh. And after his early attempts to break through, and he had a couple of fine runs just then, he was able to go over the top. McGrath with the conversion adds the points. And suddenly Michaels are very much back in it. Very well struck conversion attempt. And the St. Michael supporters now in very good voice, not surprisingly with that scoreline. Gonzaga 5, St. Michael's 10. This time, the ball knocked forward. It was a very difficult one for Ross O'Neill to catch because, as we saw in the first half, the very strong wind swirling down there is liable to carry it much quicker and further than the catcher can expect.
I shouted louder, okay? Crouch! Touch! Pause, engage.
Now,
hold the wheel.
Gonzaga take their number 8, Andy O'Reilly, out to play in the centre. First they've got to get the ball. And it comes, and this is Stephen Murphy.
Rook, hands away! Hand was good. Stay hand
Ball available. Popped up nicely. And on goes James Gall, or at least that is Hugo Mays.
Away, Green! Green, roll away!
But the ball has been turned over, and St. Michael's clear it. McGrath's kick, well fielded by Richard Lenihan. Still going up to the 10-metre line.
Rock, away, Blues, no hands.
Andy O'Reilly
Back
there
go,
to
guys.
support him.
Hold your line.
Gonzaga fighting hard for possession,
Away,
but they've
Green.
turned it over.
Stay.
And an opportunity now for St. Michael's to kick it downfield, clearing the danger. Bouncing ball into touch on the 22. McGrath's kick, very well placed. There really wasn't a way for either of the defenders, Lenihan or Finton Marr, to chase it down. And coming into the action for Gonzaga is their number 22, Enda Grogan.
tail. Step out.
Another change. Moriarty off, and in comes Donna Lawler.
Away 9 blue, away 9 blue.
And Grogan is the other newcomer into the fray for Gonzaga.
Second round in, wait. Straight. Crouch, touch, pause, engage.
Robert Cook on the right wing, being called ashore.
Scrum's gone down. Same scrum. Here's the marks, same mark. Crouch, touch, pause, engage. Stay on 7, get on the scrum.
From inside is 25. This time he finds a good touch, just short of halfway. Stephen Murphy doing well. So calm under pressure. With the opposing back row closing down on him, Ross O'Neill and Jamie Heaton haven't given him very much room.
No. Forward here.
And the put in will be to Gonzaga.
We're in 15, guys. Scrum will be on the 15. Scrum will be on the 15, yeah. Go.
Derek McGrath's dad, Frank McGrath, in the stand.
Touch, pause,
And young Luke McGrath
stay on
has
back row.
quite a pedigree in rugby. His uncle, Derek McGrath, of course, one of the senior officials in World Rugby. He's chief executive of the European Rugby Cup. So if young Luke doesn't know anything about the game, and he knows a lot, he can certainly get plenty of good advice.
3. Back 9.
Gonzaga
Release them,
coach
tackler, release them.
Howard Welch very pleased with the way things went in the first half, but now having difficulty. But that kick went straight across the touchline on the full. Again, that wind, difficult for the players to judge it accurately. Gonzaga supporters have certainly been given their money's worth today.
Form your line now, please. 5. Blues have got 5.
The Gonzaga throw. Well taken by Gonzaga
Away,
up towards the Michaels 22, and it's a penalty to Gonzaga. The referee seeing the ball being played on the ground.
Scrum it down.
And it's an interesting decision that they went for a scrum rather than go for a line out inside the 22.
Crouch, touch, pause, engage.
The ball shoots out, coming to Barry Daly. This is Daly. He needs support from his forwards.
Stay. Stay.
And now the ball has been turned over, and
Advantage is over.
suddenly Gonzaga have to defend. Lenihan being isolated.
Away, green 10. Green 10, away.
And again, St. Michael's have turned it over in the tackle.
Don't come in the side.
Outside the Gonzaga 22. And the try scorer for St. Michael's, Rory Kavanagh, drives it on. And the pick and drive is on once more. The big figure of Matty Hanrahan.
Second one.
The ball knocked forward. The referee explaining to Gonzaga on point of law. That's rugby law, of course. And it'll be a Gonzaga put in. The decision earlier taken not to go for a scrum rather than get a line out inside the opposing 22 maybe could prove costly. Butler feeding it out. There wasn't much space there, and Gonzaga have to give a lot of ground.
And release it.
Michaels will have to put in. They were the side going forward before the ball was killed. The scoreline certainly gives them something to be happy about in this second half, and they have an opportunity to improve the scoreline from this scrum. 10 metres out, Gonzaga getting a great shove on, but they're going to be asked to hold the push. Big front row for St. Michael's. Tim O'Connell, Johnny O'Driscoll, Tom Grealish.
Okay. No hands, no hands, no hands.
And St. Michael's line it up again. They had an opportunity in the first half right on the Gonzaga line, but somehow Gonzaga turned it over. Now they go. McGrath pops it up. The pass goes astray. Knocked forward. Scrum to Gonzaga. Referee will have to go in and cool it down, and rather unnecessary piece of nonsense by the players. The referee, I think, is going to have a chat with his touch judges.
Two captains.
And we'll hear the referee's admonitions.
The ultimate sanction. Okay, don't think I won't. Okay, we've had a good game, but twice or three times when I blow this whistle, it doesn't stop. Stop it when I blow the whistle, and let's get on and play football. Okay, let's go, guys. Here we go.
Well, I think the players all realise just how silly they were becoming, and they're happy to get on with it. And referee John Carville very sensibly brings them down to earth.
Wait, please. Crouch.
So it's Gonzaga with the put in. Andrew McAvoy feeding the scrum. Good heel by Killian McDowell. Now can they run it out? That's a very good kick along the touchline. And really he had very little room to move there, had Enda Garogan. It was an awkward one, but he judged it perfectly and helped to lift the siege.
Three, the plenty numbers, three. Two, sorry, you're right, two, okay.
Ball deflected back. Well taken by Murtala, but he eventually lost it forward.
Stay calm.
Gonzaga captain Stephen Murphy in to try and encourage his forwards. Gonzaga will be facing a chance here that St. Michael's, if they get possession, will try and kick it down into the corners. Gonzaga pack really have done so well. Cathal O'Leary and Hugo Mays in the second row really getting tremendous drive on.
Gentlemen, gotta listen to me, okay? Start again. Seconds in, Bree. Crouch, touch, pause, engage. Stay on back.
St. Michael's hold the push this time. O'Neill
4 away.
Making progress. Now it comes back to McGrath. There's the kick into the corner on the wind. The bounce beats them into touch. And it'll be a Gonzaga throw inside their own 22. Anxious moments then for Gonzaga. Their line out inside their 22. They've done well to retain possession. McAvoy to Murphy. And the line out safely outside the 22. He's the captain, playing a captain's part. The front of the line out very well by St. Michael's. Butler, McGrath, this is nice. An opportunity here for the left winger Paddy Cleary. And the kick into the 22. It's going to be a 5 metre line out. Nicely taken, a little chip, forces Gonzaga back on the defence.
Keep the channel until the ball is full.
Killian McDowell with the throw. Now behind their own goal line, they've got to fight their way out of this. Gonzaga under severe pressure. The ball blocked. Could have been anything. Well, for a moment, Johnny O'Driscoll, the number 2, when it was blocked down by Grealish, he was there, but the ball eluded him. The opportunity missed. McDowell's throw, and this time well taken and driven out. Very good effort by Darrell Lawler.
Stay high, most foot. Get back one. Go back one.
Captain didn't quite get the angle on it that he wanted, but it is in touch. But this time, it's a St. Michael's throw. And they're only leaving 2 in the line out. But it's the third one who is acting scrum half is the one to watch, because he'll come in on the trot to see if he can get O'Driscoll's throw. He's in, but not on the trot. The ball seemed to go forward from the line out, but it's advantage to Gonzaga. The ball not forward in the tackle, no advantage coming to them, so they have to come back for the scrum. The ball knocked on after that long throw at the line out. Well, with the very strong wind blowing today, the long throws are perhaps difficult to complete satisfactorily. McAvoy's feed.
Bind up, and I want you to bind up. I want your body position straight.
2 minutes of normal time remain in this Powerade Leinster Schools Junior Cup semi-final. The winner's going to meet Clongowes in the final. Still delicately poised. This time Murphy goes for the open field. Taken on nicely by Cleary. This is Cleary up for Michaels.
That's okay.
Ball released and Gonzaga have it, but run out of space.
Came off his shoulder, not his arm. Call your numbers, Blue.
O'Driscoll, the thrower. And the reserves wait and wonder, will they be called into action? Awkwardly down then for Butler, but he did well to hold on. And St. Michael's try to generate some momentum on that pick and drive. As far as they're concerned, they can hold possession. They might be able to run down the clock. McGrath, lovely break, just caught, ball not forward, advantage to Gonzaga. The referee had spotted it, but it looked as if McGrath had made the break. It could have brought the clinching try, but unfortunately for him, the link to Carl Devon was just not catchable.
Crouch, touch, pause, engage.
Gonzaga feed into additional time, and the referee will decide how long further this semi-final will continue.
Crouch, touch, pause,
Gonzaga
engage.
needing a try converted
Stay on back row.
to win it. And now it comes out to Murphy.
Release 10.
No, that was
No hands,
the centre, Brannigan. They've retained possession. This is Murphy inside nicely to the number 8, Andy O'Reilly.
Get back, guys.
Now Gonzaga need to get out of this, their own territory. They're looking for possession. Ball knocked down.
Rock, hands away, Blue 7.
I guess they'd be better off to go down the touchline.
10,
Stephen
wrong way.
Murphy just trying to make a little room for himself.
Ace, through the back, Ace. Back one more.
The kick blocked down by Christian Daly. Did well. And St. Michael's have a footing inside the Gonzaga 22. The referee from the touch. It's now almost up to the Gonzaga 5-metre line. This is St. Michael's. They can clinch it here. McGrath feeds it on. Good charge up to the Gonzaga line. Good defending by Gonzaga. Michael's trying to retain possession. Scrum half feeds it out. St. Michael's almost there at the try line. Deep into injury time. They get across the line. The referee is there to look. Can't see, but decides that the ball was held up off the ground, and no need for the try to ensure Michael's progress. They're in the final against Clongowes, the final of the Powerade Leinster Schools Junior Cup. They celebrate. Disappointment for Gonzaga because they put up such a sterling performance in the first half, leading at the break by 5 points to 0. But in the second half, Michaels took control. A fine try by Kavanagh set it up. McGrath added a penalty goal and converted the try. And so Gonzaga bow out of the competition. St. Michael's march on. They're in the final, beating to meet Clongowes in the final. The final score then at Donnybrook: Gonzaga 5, St Michael's 10.